Ever since I cannot talk loud enough for some reason. I'm like not talking as loud as I want to be. This was supposed to be a video talking about politics and the Democratic specifically, and how they've become more corporatist than the Republicans have, and more corrupt than them in a way. But now it's gonna be a different video than the one I had hoped to make. I realized when I came out here I'm not talking as loud as I want to be for no reason, and I'm kind of scared of screaming for some reason. But why is that? Why? You ever find yourself thinking that you're not as loud as you want to be, or you feel censored? Isn't that weird that we feel that way? Well, I remember reading a book called The Influence of Persuasion. I think if you haven't read it, it's a good book, but it talks about social conditioning and how marketers exploit this. For example, probably one of the reasons I can't talk as loud as I would like is because of an idea called social proof. So, is there anybody, for example, social proof says that if everybody else is doing it, then that means it's okay to do. If nobody else is doing it, that means it's not okay to do. But look what I'm doing. I'm filming myself outside where there are a bunch of houses, and I feel like I have to be quiet or else like the police will come and I'll get in trouble for some reason. I don't know why I think that. That's never happened. But it's a way that people somehow, they don't get to say what they want to say. And there was a example in the book about social proof where there was a girl getting murdered in an apartment complex, and about like 30 people or more heard it, right? And they didn't do anything. Nobody called the cops. Why? It's because the first thing you do as a person is you look around you to see what everybody else is doing. Say there's an emergency, like somebody's getting murdered. And so you see like, oh, you think maybe, okay, nobody's helping, somebody's already calling the police, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it'll be fine, I won't call the police, I don't wanna do the hassle, I don't wanna, nobody else is doing it, don't do it. And so the girl dies, and obviously the media picks it up and says, people are now hateful, and they don't care about others, and our society is just so cold, unhumanistic, and we're all just out for ourselves. When in reality, the fact was that they were just fitting in. It was social proof that did it. Since nobody else was calling the cops, nobody else was going outside helping the chick, nobody helped. That's why they weren't bad, they just didn't do anything. For example, sometimes you see somebody like fallen over, or looks like they're dead, like a homeless person. Nobody does anything. Like hundreds of people will walk by, nobody does anything. So, and that's another example of social proof. If you don't see somebody else helping somebody else, you won't do it. But it just takes one person for everybody to help. That's how that works. Say one person goes outside, and say one person had gone outside and helped that lady stop from getting murdered, then everybody else would have gotten out of their apartments and helped, but they didn't. And now, I guess the message in this video is that you should be that one person. You should be that one person that makes the change happen. You have to be. And then everybody else will follow, because everybody else wants to help. People are good, okay? People want change for the better. People like other people. And now that's the message of this video. Read The Influence of Persuasion. I forgot the author. I'll put a link down below. Essentially, this was change the topic of the video to social proof, because I even had a whole script of like what I wanted to do. But all right, just to keep this video short, you should look into social conditioning and how our psychology affects us. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. There are going to be more videos similar to this, talking about society and politics and everything like that, climate change. And yeah, for some reason I feel like I'm rushing this video, but yeah, be yourself is the message. Be as loud as you want to be proud. You know, even though it's cliche for a reason. It's true. Now remember, nothing in life is ever black or white. There's always a gray area. Peace.